G'day everyone, Steve here from the Parent Rebellion. Hope you're all having a great Thursday and as always, parenting to the best of your ability. What does take back parenting mean? For those that have noticed, that's our catch cry or slogan if you like. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to us? Well, to us it means let's not be afraid to be parents anymore. Because I think society has put us in a mindset that we can't parent the way we want to parent. Now, to be very clear, Sarah and I aren't suggesting that we go back to the old days where dad takes the belt off, mum brings out the wooden spoon, and that's how we deal with things. Now, I'm not saying that didn't have its time and place, but it's not something we're encouraging. I just want to be really clear about that. So when we say let's take back parenting, we're relating it to where society has taken us today. I always call it lefty woke attitude, right? Criticize me all you want. It is what it is, right? It's woke. It's out of control. Where we can't even discipline our own kids. And by discipline, I mean, we can't give them a stern talking to in public without someone jumping in and criticizing us. We can't discipline them in the sense that we have outcomes and we have consequences, because they're all disciplines, right? And we can't discipline in the other form of the word discipline, where we have things put in place, some rules and some guidelines. All these things are frowned upon now. And as a result, and I don't think I stand alone when I say this, it's anarchy. It's out of control, right? The inmates are running the asylum. So when we talk about let's take back parenting, we talk about let's not be afraid of society. Let's not be afraid of what the woke world has created, right? That we can't have discipline. We can't have consequences and outcomes, because we can. Now, part of it is also because some of today's parents haven't had that discipline or consequences or outcomes from their own parents. So, they're just not familiar with it. A lot of it is lazy parenting. No one wants to parent anymore. It's just like, let them go, see what happens, right? Well, good luck with that. And some of it's also what we talk a lot about, where we just want to be best mates with our kids and we don't want to see them suffer. Remember, suffering is an 8-year-old child in Africa who's hungry, right? Without food, starving. That's suffering, not saying no to your kids, not giving them everything they want. That's not suffering. What we're talking about is we don't want to disappoint our kids. We don't want to see them miss out. But ultimately, again, and we've said this 100 times, it comes back to parental ego and a fear and a lack of intestinal fortitude that us as parents have, because we don't want to be the bad guy, right? But again, we're creating the monster, right? We really are. We're unleashing a beast, not necessarily today, but certainly in the future. So we need to find out what it is with us as parents that sees us lacking in these areas and work out how to fix them. We've all been lazy. We've all said, yes, have that extra time on your iPad, because we all need time to chill and gather our thoughts and relax. We're all entitled to that. But, when it becomes a habit and it becomes the norm, we have an issue, right? So take back parenting for us means we need to stand strong, stand firm, stand against criticism, whether it be the woke, whether it be the government, whether it be whoever, society in general. Forget judgment, right? I had a saying years ago: when you're paying my mortgage, you're entitled to an opinion. And it kind of relates to parenting, right? When you're taking my kids, feeding them, clothing them, putting a roof over their heads, you tell me how to do it. Now, again, I'm not suggesting we go crazy here, right? And we start employing tactics that are going to damage a child physically or emotionally. I'm not suggesting that at all. What I am suggesting is that at the moment, there are no rules in place in a lot of cases. There are no disciplines. There are no outcomes. There are no consequences. And I think part of it, as I said, is a fear of judgment, a fear of being criticised. Well, forget that. No one's doing it for you. You're the parent. You make the calls. But ultimately, it also means you're going to have to get some intestinal fortitude. And I'll dumb that down. Grow some balls. Grow some balls. Do what needs to be done. Stop being your kid's best friend. Stop trying to please them all the time. You're harming them. You are harming them. How many times have I said it? Yes, it's harsh. It's true. You're harming them. If you don't have these things in place, you're harming them. You're harming their future. Because again, when they go out into the big bad world and the big bad world says no, they're going to have a meltdown, which you as a parent are going to attribute to anxiety and probably some other made up shit, right? It's not. They've never heard the word no before. They've never had consequences before, right? And the big bad world is going to expect that of them. So prepare them for it. Prepare them for what lies ahead. Put your ego aside. Put your Mr. Nice Guy aside today to ensure your kids have a future where they're independent and they're not going to have meltdowns every time they don't get what they want. That's what we mean by let's take back parenting. So again, as always, love to hear your thoughts, how you do things, where you think there's room for improvement. Again, Sarah and I aren't here banging on about all this stuff because we're perfect. We've made all these mistakes. That's how we know they don't work. This is life experience. But at the end of the day, you've got to change it. So let me know what you think, and let's take back parenting. Harden the up. Toodles.